Coach, on behalf of Outback Steakhouse and Outback Bowl, congratulations on a wonderful win, a great victory, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Congratulations.
And then to your right. Feel a little overdressed. Really excited for our football team at the University of South Carolina. I want to thank Jim McVay and the Outback Bowl people, and what a wonderful week that they had for us. And the great thing about this bowl game, Jim, is you don't make us do 400 different things. But the one thing you do ask us to go to, I went. So it was great to be there and represent the University of South Carolina in a first-class manner. Huge win for our football program. We don't have all the trophies and the tradition and the history, but we got some grit. We got some toughness and resolve. We're 10-3 in one-score games in 2 years. Our players understand how to win close ball games. And you saw us down 19-3. Now a lot of good things happened for us. We found some things. I thought Brian McClendon did an outstanding job preparing our football team offensively, and the entire offensive staff going into this game. Made a lot of adjustments at halftime on some things that we felt like we could take advantage of. We're only the 5th team this year to have at least 300 yards against them. We're right at 5.2 yards a play. And but really proud of those guys and some shots we took down the field, being aggressive in our mentality, what we're trying to do. Certainly the tempo helped us create some cheap yardage for us. I'm not going to address anything else about the offensive coordinator position at this time, but really impressed with Brian and the job that he did. Defensively, the key to the game to me was obviously the turnovers in the second half, but the first half holding in field goals. In those situations, thinking to myself, all right, they held to 9 in 2 situations, they wanted 14. We gave them short fields in 2 situations, and then obviously on the punt, and then we had a personal foul and Ben ran into the return. So, I really, all 3 phases, a really great team win for us, 9th win for this year, only the 7th team in school history to do that. But all the arrows are pointing up for us. Our administration's investing in our program, our football operations building, the things that we're doing to be successful. We're going to have those trophies soon, and I'm looking forward to our future. So I appreciate it. It's been a great week. I guess I'll open it up for any questions.
Will, whose call was it to go for the touchdown immediately after the turnover? Was that Bryant?
All of my offensive coordinators call all the plays. I don't call any plays, regardless of what you got me right.
Coach, 5:45 left in the third quarter, you go down 19-3. Anybody make a Newt Rockne speech on the sideline, or these guys just refocus and get back after?
I wish those worked. I'd be good at them, but they don't. So, no, I think that it's 365 days a year how you run your program and the culture of your program. Our guys understanding at halftime we're at 9-3. We gave them 3 short fields. We actually moved the ball decently well against a very good Michigan defense. But at the end of the day, we played for 60 minutes, and our guys understand that. They keep chopping and they keep hanging in there, and they realize that, when you have Jay Bentley and you got Hayden Hurst and you have Brian Edwards and you have some guys that are able to make some plays, and those guys are going to eventually make some plays for us. And that's when you just keep chopping and keep playing. And never once did I feel like the game was in the balance as far as that was concerned.
Over to Compton. When did you know Rico was available to play, and just what did he give you?
Really not until yesterday. He came to me, and I didn't feel. I told y'all, I guess, whenever the press conference was, that I didn't feel like he would play in the game at the time. But we gave it a go in pregame. He said, "Hey, I feel good. I want to give this a shot." And he certainly gave us a charge with a great run on the option play on the check by Jake out the backside against the look that we had. So again, he's a really good football player. We certainly missed him as far as the latter part of our season and the charge that he gives us. Donnell Stanley in pregame didn't feel good enough to go. Zach was able to play. And Sherrod Green, I don't think, was able to get in. We thought we'd be an emergency only.
Mike and Beck.
Coach, after the game, Scott Moore gets the Gatorade bath from his teammates, just becomes the 4th team player. And it's crazy to think about it in FBS history to lead the team in all 4 years that he played in tackles. What can you say about that young man?
Well, again, there's not words I can really put into his contributions to our football program at South Carolina. He's going to be a great pro. He's an every down linebacker. He's instinctive and he's tough, and he's really, really smart. And in my brief time in the National Football League, that's one attribute that you got to have in order to have some longevity in the league, and that's to be extremely intelligent, and he is. But, you know, again, you said it, 14th player ever, and that says a lot. And also a linebacker had 14 interceptions and he dropped the boot on the side over here. He should have had that one. So, but that shows you his instincts, that shows you his ball hawk mentality. He's an outstanding football player. We're certainly going to miss him.
Well, what does it say about this program that you're 3-9 2 years ago? Well, you weren't, but the program was 3-9 2 years ago, and now you're 9-4.
Well, I think that it says we've made progress. It's easy to point at tangible things and say, you know, this is good. It helps the recruiting, obviously. It obviously helps your fan base. And so we got to continue to move forward. The great thing about it is we're building. And 70% of our roster is freshmen and sophomores. We have a bunch of really good players coming back next year. We need to have a great offseason. I told the guys, I thank the seniors, I told the underclassmen, when you come back in January, all gas, no brakes. Let's get ready to roll. And that's what we need. You got to keep pressing forward. You got to stay hungry in everything you do, and that's what we're going to do in our program. And certainly we've scratched the surface of what I think we can do.
Yeah, Will, how nice was it for you to win a bowl game here in Florida since you coached up the road in Gainesville a short time ago?
I really haven't. This is my first win in this stadium. I was defensive coordinator against Coach Gruden at the Miami Dolphins, and we lost here, like 17-9. Anderson, I think Anderson, he's running back for the Fresno, from Fresno 32. You don't know, right? I can't remember his name either. Number 32 hit a run late on us, and then we lost here in '95 when I was a GA at Auburn against Penn State, 43-14. I think that's still the points record. I was just a graduate assistant. I was not a full-time defensive assistant. And then when I was at Auburn and we played Wisconsin here, we lost in overtime. So I'm just happy we're winning this stadium.
Coach, that was Mike Pittman.
Mike Pittman, that's right, Pittman. I get Anderson from Falcons mixed up with that. Thank you.
Josh?
Because of Brian's inexperience in the role, did you communicate with him any differently in the lead-up? And did you talk to him at all at halftime? Anything? Did you say anything to
I
him?
didn't even visit with the offensive staff at halftime. I had total confidence in making the right adjustments. We got it on the field in the third quarter. Generally, I get on the headsets because what do we think like in the run game? What do we like at short yardage because it's not working? You know, what is our plan with that moving forward, and how can we create some explosive opportunities down the field? We answered all three situations. We did not have a short yard situation come up. There could have been a 4th and 1 that I felt like at that time in the game was a field position game. I think so. I didn't feel like in that situation at midfield going 4 on 4th down, punt, and play field position.
Coach, you hold a team that's a predominantly run offense to under 100 yards. Defense is 90% effort. How proud are you of your guys that you did that?
Well, we've come a long way. We couldn't stop throwing against anybody last year if you watched us. And so it's good to see that you play blocks up front, you tackle, you leverage the ball, you understand formations. You know, the one run that they had, we had people at the point of attack and we missed a tackle on 22. They go down our sideline. So, again, being in the right spots and understanding leveraging formations, we're getting stronger as a program. We've got to continue to do that. That's going to be a huge part of our all season. You know, hand strength is critical for defensive players to be able to disengage and get off blocks. So we've come a long way. We still have miles to travel.
Last one to David.
Well, what were some of the issues with the special teams today, especially during the first half?
Yeah, well, you know, David, Chris thought Javon Charleston hit the ball on the punt return, so that's why he tried to field it. And again, we've had 2 situations with that this year. We've not done a good job of communicating with that. They had never skied kicked to the side of the kickoff, and having shy back, he needed to attack it, be aggressive with it. We need to be more aggressive in that situation. The ball landed, I believe, on the 12-yard line. He should have had plenty of time in operation to catch the ball and field the ball. So that was obviously disappointing. Ben ran into the returner. You know, he needs to be more under control in that situation, which gave him, again, a ball at the 50 in a short field situation. So obviously those things are, you know, tackling and special teams. When you go into bowl games, the 2 things that are my biggest concern going into a game, I thought we tackled okay today. But certainly we had some special teams issues we need to move forward with.
I think we got a special presentation.
Next we have Gina Collins, the Chief Marketing Officer for Outback Steakhouse.
Good afternoon. 19 of 32 passes, 239 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Outback Steakhouse is thrilled to honor Jake Bentley of South Carolina as this year's MVP.